This is your Hdsr Sports Report, covering our area's schools, teams, athletes, and sporting events.
Action highlights of the Lady Rams' final home game, a conference battle against San Bernardino Valley. Samantha Conan seeking her 11th victory of the season. Once past an error-marred top of the first, the Lady Rams respond, scoring 5 unanswered runs. Jade Whitman triples to right. Hope Merrill scores from first to open VVC scoring. 29th RBI for Jade Whitman, who is hitting .505. Michaela Ortiz, first pitch swinging, singles to left. Jade Whitman scores. It's 2-all. Team high, 46th RBI for Michaela Ortiz, who is hitting a team high .577. The Lady Rams take the lead when a pair of Hdsr graduates collaborate. Sammy Mengele drives the 1-2 pitch up the middle. Alani Esparza scores from second. 3-2, VVC. End of 2. We go to the fourth. 2 outs. Sammy Mengele on second. She's off and running when Hope Merrill comes through with what Hall of Fame manager Bruce Bochy told me what he thinks is the biggest hit in baseball, run-scoring hit with 2 outs. It is 4-2, VVC. End of 4. To the fifth. Adam Santa Cruz's middle of the batting order sets the plate for the next run. Michaela Ortiz singles up the middle. Haley Stanislavski singles Michaela Ortiz to second. Haley Stanislavski in the midst of a 4-for-4 day at the plate. With 1 out and 0-2 the count, Brooke Miller drops the base hit into shallow center field, loading the bases. Alani Esparza drives the fly ball to left, deep enough for Haley Stanislavski to score easily. 16th RBI for the Hdsr freshman, who is hitting .359. The VVC lead is 5-2 going into the 6th. Ordinarily, that's a safe lead, but San Bernardino Valley rallies for 4 runs in the 6th. Ordinarily, the Lady Rams rally late. Another Haley Stanislavski base hit puts the tying run aboard in the 7th. Watch how close Samantha Conan comes to hitting it out, but it is foul. She does keep the comeback hopes alive, sending the tying run into scoring position. But as is often the case when evenly matched teams collide, the team that makes the fewest mistakes wins. All but 2 of San Bernardino Valley's 6 runs were unearned.
Victor Valley College Lady Rams softball players earn all Inland Empire Athletic Conference honors, led by first-team selections Hope Merrill, Michaela Cuellar, and Haley Stanislavski. Catcher Hope Merrill had the second highest batting average in conference games among all conference players, .490. On the season, the former Sultana Lady Sultan drove in 27 runs and stole 14 bases. A defensive standout behind the plate, she threw out 11 would-be base stealers in her freshman season. Michaela Cuellar hit .491 against conference pitching. The fleet-footed sophomore middle infielder led her team in 6 offensive categories, a .520 batting average, 51 hits, .573 on-base percentage, .776 slugging percentage, 40 runs scored, and team-high 19 stolen bases. She led the entire state in triples with 10. She set the Victor Valley College single-day record for triples and runs driven in, knocking out 4 stand-up triples and driving in 10 runs in a doubleheader against San Bernardino Valley. Center fielder Haley Stanislavski tied for the team lead in hits with 51, her .492 batting average, and 35 runs driven in were second high on the team. The first-year Lady Ram and former All-Desert Sky League slugger out of Silverado hit .455 in conference games. A contact hitter in the truest sense of the word, she struck out only 3 times in the team's 34 games. Chloe Bledsoe was the Lady Rams' RBI leader with 36 runs driven in her freshman season. She is named second team All-Conference. The former Lady Aztec out of Barstow hit .326 on the year, .378 in conference games. Highly intelligent at the plate, Chloe Bledsoe struck out only twice all season. Brooke Miller, a teammate of Chloe Bledsoe at Barstow, hit .357 against conference pitching, earning All-Conference honorable mention recognition. She hit .376 her freshman year. 14 of her 24 RBIs came in conference games. Sophomore Amaya Zaldivar is a second-team selection. She led the Lady Rams in innings pitched and posted the lowest earned run average on the team. 6 Lady Rams hit over 300. Sophomore Rebecca Godwin hit .349. A disciplined hitter, she shared drawing walks with Brooke Miller's 18 base on balls and her 38 runs scored, second highest on the team. Coach Adam Santa Cruz's Lady Rams hit .358 as a team, highest batting average in the conference. They led the conference in on-base percentage, .421, slugging percentage, .496, triples, and extra base hits. The Lady Rams finished in third place in the conference with a 9-6 record. They won 16 of 34 games overall. The Victor Valley College Lady Rams basketball season ended with a loss by 2 points to East Los Angeles in the opening round of the state regional playoffs. A lack of balanced scoring contributed to their downfall. Only 2 Lady Rams finished in double figures. Atalia Thomas, the team's leading scorer on the year, scored 20. Fellow sophomore Aspen Roberson finished her VVC career scoring 14. Aspen Roberson scores the Lady Rams' first basket of the game. Mila Gibson rebounds and scores, and VVC has their first lead 4-3. Aspen Roberson steals and scores uncontested. It's 6-3. Atalia Thomas scores on Caroline Ellison's inbounds assist, and VVC regains the lead 10-9. Atalia Thomas hits the 3, Mila Gibson with the assist. The score is tied at 15 with a minute to play in the first quarter. East Los Angeles scores to take a 17-15 lead entering quarter number 2. 1 minute into the second quarter, an incident, a heated exchange between opponents, resulted in 2 players from both teams being ejected. When play resumes after a very long delay, 3 Aspen Roberson free throws enable the Lady Rams to go ahead 18-17. But this is the last time Victor Valley College will hold the lead. Gary Antoine Bradley scores. This basket is needed to tie the score at 20. But the next Lady Rams basket does not come until 2 minutes later, after East Los Angeles scores 4 unanswered points. Atalia Thomas hits the short jumper, and the Lady Rams trail by 2, 24-22. But then East Los Angeles runs off 6 unanswered points. This Italia Thomas free throw breaks that surge by the visitors. It is 30-23. Gary Antoine Bradley scores underneath on the Caroline Allison assist. It is 31-25. Mila Gibson free throws keep the Lady Rams close. The 6'2" sophomore finishes her Lady Rams career the team's leading rebounder. When Caroline Allison's shot in the paint goes, it is 37-30. East LA with 1 minute remaining in the second quarter. Aspen Roberson hits the drive shot. VVC trails by 5 at the half, 37-32. Ordinarily, the Lady Rams are a strong third-quarter team, but tonight that is not to be the case. The visitors hold VVC to 8 points in the third quarter. This Gary Antoine Bradley basket on Natalie Gallavy's assist, one of only 2 field goals in the third quarter. The other, this Caroline Allison drive shot into traffic. The visitors' lead is 9, 51-42, entering the fourth quarter. Italia Thomas ignites the fourth quarter rally, scoring on Caroline Allison's sidelines inbounds assist. Lady Rams cut the Lady Huskies' lead to 8. Then the Lady Rams are within 5 when Italia Thomas hits the drive shot, 57-52, with 3 minutes to play. Aspen Roberson's 3 draws the Lady Rams within 1, 57-56, 1 minute to go. East Los Angeles answers with a basket and a free throw. VVC's last basket, the Italia Thomas 3, comes after the Lady Rams fell back by 4. The visitors follow with another free throw. The final score, 61-59. 6 Lady Rams are named to the Inland Empire Athletic Conference All-Conference team. Caroline Allison is a repeat first-team selection. The 5'9" sophomore out of Oak Hills averaged 11 points a game. She led the team in steals with 84 and assists, and her 195 rebounds, second highest on the team. A 65% free throw shooter, her 60 free throws, second highest on the team. Caroline Allison is the only VVC player who is a repeat selection to this year's All-Conference team. Talia Thomas, the team's leading scorer, earned first-team All-Conference honors. The 5'7" sophomore scored a team-high 350 points. That's 12.5 points per game average. Her 46 three-pointers led the team. Talia Thomas, another truly all-around player, among team leaders in steals with 57, blocked shots with 12, assists 47, and rebounds 132, 5 a game on average. Talia Thomas was the only Lady Ram to start all 28 games. Aspen Roberson is one of 2 Lady Rams receiving second-team All-Conference honors. The 5'8" sophomore out of Oak Hills averaged 9 points a game, registered 71 steals, and dished out 78 assists. Aspen Roberson's 80% from the free throw line was highest on the team. Kayleen Vasquez is named second-team All-Conference, an excellent ball handler. She had the lowest turnover-to-assist ratio on the team. She averaged 12.5 points a game. Extremely aggressive in her drives through the paint and to the basket, she can also hit from beyond the arc. Intensely aggressive on defense, the 5'10" sophomore led the team with 30 blocked shots and recorded 38 steals. Mila Gibson, the team's leading rebounder, receives honorable mention to the All-Conference Elite Squad. The 6'2" sophomore averaged just under 9 rebounds a game and recorded 21 blocked shots. She played at Redlands East Valley High School and then 1 year at East Bay Monterey College before transferring to Victor Valley College for her sophomore season. Belinda Rincon is the only Lady Ram freshman to be named All-Conference. The 5'6" sharpshooter out of Silverado High School receives honorable mention. A very accurate shooter, her role was to come in off the bench and provide instant offense. She was second on the team in three-pointers with 44. Belinda Rincon averaged 9 points a game. And equally important, she is an excellent defensive player with a high basketball IQ and exceptional court sense. When we see only one of the 6 Lady Rams named All-Conference is a freshman, one might think next season will be a rebuilding year for Coach Troy Hall. But here are a number of reasons that is not the case. Gary Antoine Bradley will be back. The 5'9" freshman came on like gangbusters the second half of the season. The former Victor Valley Lady Jackrabbit registered double-doubles in scoring and rebounding in the team's back-to-back conference victories over Copper Mountain and College of the Desert. She ended her freshman campaign with a strong performance in the last game of the year. Gary Antoine Bradley is a tenacious rebounder, strong defender, and a player who can run the court and score in traffic. Tansy Richard is another Lady Ram who knows what it takes to win a championship. She was a leader on the 2024 Adelanto Lady Saints CIF Championship team. An excellent ball handler at 5'9", Tanzania Richard is multi-talented. We see her rebounding and scoring here. Tansy Richard is among the Lady Rams who brings out the best in her teammates. She is an excellent shooter and an unselfish player, beloved by her teammates. Watch and listen to how her teammates respond as she hits this 3. Speaking of threes, Brianna Bates will be back. The 5'9" marksman, or marksperson, was a team leader in three-pointers before sidelined by an injury 15 games in. She had 27 threes and was averaging 9 points a game. Excellent at every phase of the game: defense, rebounding, running the court, ball handling, a 74% free throw shooter, another all-around ball player in every sense of the word. But the tallest of these players are but 5'9", who is going to fill the void inside with the departure of 6'2" Mila Gibson and 6'1" Natalie Galaviz. That would be Tania Johnson, who averaged a double-double, 10 rebounds and 10 points a game in 2024. The 6'2" Tania Johnson sat out 2025 due to an injury, but she will be back in force, and a force with which to be reckoned next season. 4 of Coach Will Funn's Rams receive all-conference recognition. Jordan Melvo, the team's leading scorer, is named All-Conference a second year in a row. The 5'9's Jordan Melvo averaged 19 points a game in conference play and led his team in three-pointers and free throws made. Jordan Melvo scored a career-high 36 in the Rams' 6-point victory over conference foe Palo Alto. Sheldon Grant earns all-conference honors a second time. The 6'3" sophomore point guard averaged 13 points a game and led the Rams in assists and steals. His midcourt buzzer beater against Palo Alto goes down as the Rams' most memorable basket of the 2025 season. Sheldon Grant hit 78% from the free throw line, leading his team in free throw percentage. Jordan Clayton is an all-conference selection. The 6'4" sophomore averaged 14 points a game. Jordan Clayton was the team leader in rebounds and blocked shots. Derek Hankins led the Rams in field goal percentage, hitting an incredible 56% of his shots. The 6'2" freshman earns a place on the all-conference team. Derek Hankins averaged 14 points a game. These two Victor Valley College standouts earned first-team all-conference honors. 6 Rams baseball players are named all-conference. Dominic Dominguez is the first-team all-conference catcher. He offers timely advice to players making the transition from high school to collegiate ball.
Well, out of high school, I went to Riverside City College, and I think the most challenging transition was how much practice there is, and how you need to be on time for everything. And on top of all that, you also need to stay on top of your grades. So the best advice I would give to oncoming freshmen coming into college is just make sure that you stay on top of your grades and make sure that you're always on time.
Dominique Dominguez is bound for Cal State San Bernardino next season. Rams battery mate and fellow sophomore Austin Puett is named second-team All-Inland Empire Athletic Conference. Austin Puett will attend Long Beach State on a full scholarship. The towering Moundays, whose fastball was clocked at 98 once this spring, leaves Victor Valley College the most highly recruited baseball player in school history. He comments on the toughest challenges ball players face in the transition from high school to college ball. What are some of the biggest challenges?
One big thing I would say is the schooling part. High school guys, you have a schedule and a plan, and you're at school every day. You're kind of on your own. You're kind of out of the house, and your schedule can be really different. And so juggling that with baseball and school is a big piece, and I think that's where a lot of guys fall short. So kind of figuring out the balance of your time management and things like that, and being able to really execute in the classroom and then come give all of your heart and your mindset on the field is a big thing. So if you can do that really well, I think you're going to have a lot of success on the baseball field.
Aiden Caparel is named All-Conference Gold Glove third baseman. He is a first-year Ram out of Oak Hills. Sophomore Aaron Oliveras receives honorable mention to the All-Conference team, as does first-year Ram Eric Logston, the former Riverside Prep infielder. Eric Logston led the 2024 Rams in runs scored. Davin Marcus Rivera is a repeat selection to the All-Conference team, receiving honorable mention this year. He led the Rams in stolen bases a second straight season. 3 VVC softball players received All-Conference recognition. Cora Utash earned first-team honors. The Lady Rams third baseman hit a team-high 500. Cora Utash, out of Apple Valley High School, led the team with 31 runs driven in her freshman season. First-year Lady Ram Emily Ferguson is second-team All-Conference. The first baseman out of Serrano hit .462 in conference games, .357 on the year. She drove in 22 runs. These two power-hitting run producers give the Lady Rams strong defense at the corners, set to return next season. Cora Utash driving in Emily Ferguson here, along with Alicia Garcia, the third member of this year's team to receive all-conference recognition. She received honorable mention. Other of the outstanding first-year Lady Rams set to return next year, Rebecca Godwin, scoring on this Cora Utash base hit. Rebecca Godwin, the former Granite Hills Lady Cougar, hit .306. She led the Lady Rams in stolen bases and is a standout center fielder defensively. Another speedster returning is Aubrey Veloso, another former Serrano Lady Diamondback. Aubrey Veloso was Coach Adam Santa Cruz's most improved player during the course of the season. Playing left field, her exceptional speed contributed to the Lady Rams' above-average coverage in the outfield, alongside center fielder Becca Godwin. Sierra Stevenson gives VVC another experienced outfielder returning next season. Sierra Stevenson delivering a clutch 2-out, 2-strike base hit that drives into against Mount San Jacinto. She played her high school ball at AAE. Kayla Ziert is another Lady Ram returning next season. She played her high school ball at the Academy for Academic Excellence. She's another example of Victor Valley College winning the desert in recruiting talented local softball players. Every player on the 2024 roster played at a local high school. Victor Valley College has introduced its first class of inductees into the Rams Athletics Hall of Fame. The late Willie Davis Pringle was the first inductee into the Hall of Fame, recognized for his dedication and commitment to the college for over 3 decades. Shown here, dedication ceremonies for the Willie Pringle Athletic Room. He was an all-conference defensive end his 2 seasons playing football at VVC, as well as an outstanding wrestler. Willie Pringle served in various roles at VVC, including football coach, athletic director, ASB advisor, and director of student services. The second inductee into the Hall of Fame is Jay Tashima, who served as athletic director and certified athletic trainer for over 30 years. Jay was a driving force behind many of the advancements and projects within Victor Valley College athletics. In addition to the Hall of Fame inductees, the Rams Excellence Award was presented to Brandon Bollinger from the men's wrestling team and Ebony Blacksmith from the women's basketball team. The Ram Coach of the Year Award was given to Rocky Humphrey, who coached the wrestling team to its first conference championship in school history. 13 conference champions, Victor Valley College Rams earned all Metro Conference honors. These 5 players earned first team honors, and Coach David Slover is named Coach of the Year. Linebacker Andrew Almost, 27, is named Defensive Player of the Year. The 6'2", 215-pound sophomore led the 2024 Rams in tackles. 43 of his team-high 73 tackles came in conference games. Holden Eames is a unanimous first-team selection. Holden Eames, the Rams' second-year defensive back, led the conference in interceptions with 6 on the year. Latavian Lipscomb is the all-conference kick return specialist. This brilliant return for a touchdown in the championship game. The 95-yard touchdown is the longest kickoff return for a touchdown in the VVC record book. He averaged 25 yards per kickoff return. Latavian Lipscomb, a first-year Ram, is 5'11", 150. Donovan Scantlebury, 54, is one of 2 offensive linemen earning all-conference honors. The 6'4", 250-pound sophomore named to the All-Metro Conference first team. Cale Meisman is a first-team All-Metro Conference wide receiver his freshman year. At 6'5", 205, Cale Meisman led the Rams in touchdown receptions with 10. He caught 50 passes in all for 787 yards and led the team in yards after catch. Fellow freshman wide receiver Don Henry is named second-team All-Conference. Don Henry also caught 50 passes, 5 for touchdowns. The 6'2", 160-pound former Hesperia Scorpion averaged 17 yards per reception, accumulating 841 yards total as a receiver. O-lineman Anthony Ruiz, 63, is named to the second-team All-Conference. This 6'2", 280-pound first-year Ram also played for Coach Casey Goodnow at Hesperia. Seth Burbine is named All-Conference quarterback, second team, this first-year signal caller who rewrote the record book for single game and season passing yardage. 24 touchdown passes. Jet Anderson, 4, is named All-Conference Utility Player. Byron Jones, 95, is second-team All-Conference. The 6'3", 280-pound defensive lineman. David Slover brought his young squad into focus, developing the Rams' first football championship team in 10 years, earning Coach of the Year honors in the process.
That'll wrap it up for this edition of your Hdsr Sports Report. On behalf of Video Sports and Victor Valley TV, thanks for watching. We hope you can be with us again next time around.